get him in the front, y'all mind? We're gonna get down. We're gonna get down.
Right here, baby, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. To the right, India.
All right.
You're right.
Back and get in.
Let's get you to the center. And to the left. So real. I love you. Oh, dance. One more time to the center.
Right here, India. Right here, India. Right here, thank you.
My mom will be watching now. Too late. They already took all the pictures.
Okay, that's better. It was good.
Do you want to sit, India? So you dropped a project today.
Yeah.
We want to hear all about it. Tell us everything about it because you know everyone has been waiting for it.
I want to tell you a couple things that you didn't ask me. I'm so happy today because you know how you work towards something and there are those occasions when all of it comes together at once. So I had been living in the same house for 15 years in Douglasville, Georgia, south side of Atlanta. You know about Douglasville? And my house just sold today. It's like the money for the house hit the account. So I'm happy. And then a long-held passion project of mine came out today. I don't just have an album out, I have something that's very special to me that came out today. And so it's called SongVersation, Medicine, and a whole lot to say. I'm not gonna go all into it, but it's fulfilling and I'm very proud of it. And I've been working hard towards it for a long time. So while it's a short album, there's 8 songs, it's my whole heart in it. And so and then to be able to play at Essence and play before Diana Ross today when my household and my album's out. Yeah. Like there's nothing else to say, so I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Today.
I'm going to open the floor for questions. Right here.
Oh, thank you for asking. So I haven't been really touring much for the last couple years, but that's because I've been working on developing all of this stuff. So I developed something called the SongVersation practice, and it involves breathing and stretching and prayer and meditation to get yourself into the flow of your work. And so I say it's a spiritual practice for creativity, but I always like to remind people that life is a creative endeavor. So it's just about life and how to get yourself into the flow. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because I believe that the things that people create from the flow are more healing for everyone. And so I'm doing that, teaching it at Berkeley in Boston in the fall, and I'm gonna be doing it on the Oprah cruise next week. And hopefully more. So people keep asking me if I'm doing a tour with SongVersation Medicine, and I kind of am, but what I'm really doing are traveling and singing the songs and like doing these workshops with the SongVersation practice. And I also, when I was accused of the skin bleaching thing, I wrote this long essay. And I kind of did it for me, because I know everybody doesn't read, but I did it because I wanted to know how to express myself around those concepts. And so I edited that down into a 100-page thing, and that's called the SongVersation Practice Journal. So there's a workbook, and then there's this journal in the back, and so the SongVersation Medicine album and that journal go together to show people my process of how I make my music and how I create my life, and just how to find a place where you're in your own flow, outside of what the world wants or expects or says you're supposed to be, how to be the most honest you, and a lot more, but that's been my passion for the last 3 years, my passion project. Thank you.
India, what are you doing tomorrow and the rest of the time here at festival?
Oh yes, that's what I came here to talk about. I just like to talk. So tomorrow I'm doing the Beauty Expo, I'm doing the style stage, and then on Sunday I'm doing a SongVersation, which is a certain performance paradigm that I've been developing. I'm doing a SongVersation on Sunday in the inspiration room. What is it called? In the empowerment zone. Is that what it's called? So I'm doing a SongVersation on Sunday in there. And I also have a booth in the marketplace with some of my SongVersation practice stuff. Some of it's not here because it'll be on the Oprah cruise. And some of the SongVersation practice stuff and just fun stuff. And I also have another album coming out in March called Worthy. So there's all this worthy stuff at my booth too. So that's what we're doing.
Can you tell us what you love about New Orleans?
What I love about New Orleans? The blackness in the water. I love coming here and feeling the water in the air. I like that. And I like the way I like that New Orleans accent. And I don't eat a lot of meat and stuff. So I don't come here and like eat the food. Like that's not my thing. But just like the way the air feels and, you know, hearing people's accents all the time. I got to sing for the mayor's ball yesterday. And he was just like, "You are a queen." He did. He said, "You're like a real queen." And I was like, "Thank you." And I sang this song called One for him. And he said, "Did you write that?" I said, "I did write that." He said, "That's incredible. It's incredible." I was like, the mayor is really talking like this right now. It's so funny. Sing her. They're telling me. I mean, I don't want to be too close.
You're India.Arie, so it's up to you.
What did I do?
Okay, but wait, we're about to change.
We about to change the shoes and y'all get to take the
I'm not changing my shoe. No, get out of the way. No. Too late, you should have been eating that pie. They already took the pictures anyway. Oh, are they?
We'll do more. We do more pictures.
Okay, I'll change.
All right.
She is terrible. I'm never gonna let you forget this.
You wouldn't let me forget it if you had the shoes.
It's too late.
Here,
I wore my comfortable ones for the performance.
stage shoe. Oh. Cute shoe.
Cute legs. I never let my legs out. Ooh, you are never gonna be able to live this down. Right. Welcome to my. In the meantime. Oh gosh, that's too awkward.
Put the shoes on first. Put the shoes on. They're not finished.
I could answer a question.
Right here in the second row.
I'm really interested in the practice work that you're talking about. I'm Kelly from Kelly Harris from Restaurant.com in New Orleans. How do you feel your practice can help us as a country in the climate that we're currently living in to use some of the practices you're using to cope with the climate in our country and our present?
Are you happy now? Oh, that is better. Actually, huh? I'm gonna try not to make this too long-winded. So my mission, early in my career, I created a mission statement because I couldn't I wanted to keep track of why I did what I did. So my whole Grammy thing was weird and the music industry was weird and I was gonna quit. And I was like, well, wait a minute, why do I do this? So my mission statement for my whole career, almost 20 years, has been to spread love, healing, peace, and joy through the power of words and music. I don't assume that I can do it. I just feel like, why not try? Because we always need healing. And so with what's happening, so creating the SongVersation practice really is a mature.
That's affected me the most.
Any more? I see you right here. Question? Oh, I'm sorry. You were just speaking. I apologize. I thought you had a question. Any more questions for Mr. PJ? Okay. Hey, David, Dwayne. Oh, you want the mic and everything? You just
What? That's how you do it.
So PJ, I know we personally did an interview like last month, but I wanted to ask you, playing this new music and starting the tour, how has that experience been? Seeing the fans' reaction to the new music.
It's always amazing. You spend all this time working on an album and you're in the studio and you don't really get any response from it. And this time I purposely wanted to wait. I usually go on tour either right before my album comes out or as soon as it comes out. And this time I delayed the tour because I really wanted the people to really digest the music. And it started already. I just did a show in New York, and tonight even, and it's amazing to see the response. It's nothing like that instant gratification when you sing your song and hear it back to you. So it's been dope. It's been dope.
Jay.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just bring me here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, thank you. Oh, you got the name?
Yeah.
Like 12%. I don't have anything to put in hold our seat, so I don't have anything to put in hold our seat. Once I get up.
Good, go ahead. You want this?
Everybody says that, but I'm
Just get it. Wasn't a good question, last night,
You were both, right? I did. Oh.
Oh, sorry. got now? What's we have? Pool Friday, Thursday. Early Thursday. Did you? Flu. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Close by? Go ahead.
Guys, we have Kelly Price coming down in 5 minutes. Hey guys, so before Kelly Price, we have Lil Mama coming to the stage next. Everybody welcome Lil Mama.
All right, we're gonna have you get some photos in. Look right to the front. Yes, girl, give us space. That's right, you better work. That's right, can we get some photos right to your right? Look to the right. All righty, and then to the left. Yes. Look at those eyes, y'all see those eyes? I know, y'all see those eyes? All right. So Harry, you want to give her your mic? All right, he's going to give you that mic, and you're going to get nice and comfortable.
I wasn't expecting such a warm welcome.
Oh,
Thank
yes, they love you.
Thank you so much.
All right, so let's talk. Tell us what's been going on. Tell us.
Well, can we be more specific? What do you
With everything, what projects you have going on right now, what's going on, this look, like the new transition, everything, yes.
Thank you so much. Well, within the past 6 months,
Your movie?
I've started 2 movies, yeah, in the past 6 months. The first one is When Love Kills, which is coming in September on TV1, starring myself, Lance Groves, Tammy Roman, Floyd Mayweather, and directed by Tasha Smith. This is her directorial debut, and she is just amazing. Just as much as we love Tasha, watching her on the screen is the same effect she has on us as actors. So it's a pleasure to have been a part of that film. And then the other film that I did is called Born in the Game, and I shot that one in DC with Mega Minds, and I'm so excited about all that's to come. My team has been working overtime with us rebranding and just coming hard, and hopefully soon we can give you guys some music that you'll love.
Thank you. All right, let's get some general questions out there. Any questions? You have one? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh, Mama, quick question. Do you think you are you still in the, as far as music goes, are you moving in towards, are you staying in the realm of hip hop, or are you moving into a different genre?
That's a good question. In the realm of music, I'm definitely moving into another genre. I'm moving into R&B. My background in music is that my mother was a rhythm and blues singer, and my father was a hip hop head. He had a group that was called Familiar Faces in New York, and I was a tomboy because I had 5 brothers at the time, and my sisters came very later on in my life. So my world was very, very hip hop driven. Although my mother was a diva and a very beautiful woman, I took more to my brothers and to my dad, and I put rap in the forefront. But I've sing all my life, and I've danced all my life, and now I want to display my talents and also my growth in music between what you guys knew me as when I first came on the scene up until now.
Go ahead.
I love the transition. I love the style. Earlier on, someone asked MC Light if she could have a pick on who would play her in a biopic, who would she choose? And she said she would choose you. So I want to flip the question. And what character would you want to play that would be most challenging and that would be outside of what traditionally played?
Well, I think that one of the characters which I recently played, I played an exotic dancer. For one, I felt very challenged by that role because I felt like I wasn't big enough physically to do it. And I also felt like the character, she's so naive, but I'm such a fighter. I would rebel in a relationship if I felt that someone was trying to control my mind or control me physically. I think I would fight more, so that was a challenge. But moreover, I want to do sci-fi action. I love the direction that sci-fi action is going, like with Black Panther, because this is the first time I've ever seen like a superhero black film where it's filmed the same way that they would do for other cultures, and it's showing the true royalty of who we are. So I would want to be a part of something as major as that.
Hello, Mama. I'm Bobby Pin with the BobbyPin.com, and I want to ask a quick question from Black Horror Vogue, the old school edition. since you're a dancer, what was the coolest dance of the 80s and the 90s? Was it A, the Cabbage Patch, B, the Humpty Dance, C, the Running Man, or D, the Roger Rabbit? I see you getting it in already.
How did Roger Rabbit go again?
I think it's like
Hey.
this.
I like that one, but I think the Cabbage Patch is more of a wop, right? Oh, that's the, excuse me. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Roger Rabbit. I like more of a bounce and bop. Like that's my thing. So, yeah, thank you too.
Any other questions? Yes.
Hi, I'm Kim from the Bag. I was on set when you guys were filming Time in Italy, but now it's called
When Love Kills, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the film?
Well, When Love Kills is based on a true story. It's about Felicia Blakely, who is now serving a 3-count life sentence in prison. So to take on this role was, it was hard in that way as well, because it's yet again I had to portray someone's life who actually existed, and I didn't get a chance to speak to her. But to tell you more about the story, which is what you asked. When she turned 16, she was turned on to exotic dancing. That was her way of, you know, making fast money and getting out there into the world. But, you know, that exotic dancing and making fast money is a gateway to other things: prostitution, drugs, and in this movie, specifically in this situation, hitting the lick, robberies, and where you end up when you go down that road. So it starts off like, you know, it's almost like seeing the light at the end of a tunnel, only to get there and see that it's the asbestos, or better yet, it's the debris of fire. Because it's not just as glamorous as it looks from afar, the closer you get to where you're headed. So, and that's basically what the story is about.
Thank you.
I don't really have a question, but I just want to say I'm busy. You are a individual, and I know you get a lot of hate online. But I saw a recent interview about Chris Brown, and I felt that to my core.
Let's definitely give her a round of applause for that interview. Seriously, yes. I have a question. So is this your first time at Essence? And if so, let us know what you look forward to, even if it's not the most, what excites you just about, you know, we're living in new times right now with all the black boy joy, black girl magic. So what do you look forward to the most coming down here?
Speaking of black boy joy, I mean, I'm hoping to meet somebody. No, I've been to New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans maybe 7 times. I came back to speak to the youth at schools. I performed here on tour before with Chris Brown, and just to get a chance to see the city was an amazing thing. But I don't think I've ever seen the city in such a way as this, because I've never been to Essence Festival. So for me, it's important. For me, it's important to connect with other women of color and to really just have a good time. Like, I know that a lot of people was telling me, yes, we have the concerts and things like that, but you'll find yourself out eating with a group of women that you barely even know, or going out places and drinking and dancing, and that's what I came for, the good time.
Me too. Outside of work, guys. Outside of work. So I think if we don't have any more questions, then we'll do some one-on-one interviews. No? All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys for your time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, Kim. Where you at? I'm in the press room. Where you at? Yeah. Where are you? All right, where you coming to? Where you going? No, I'm saying you come. No, I'm saying you coming in the press room. All right. All right. Bye.
Guys, we have Kelly Price coming in 1 minute.
Oh, no, that's too good. Oh, no, I think that was too good. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna welcome Kelly Price. Welcome Kelly Price, all. You stand right in the middle. I'm gonna move this. Photo in the center, Kelly. In the middle. Kelly, then over to the left. Also over here to your right. And back to your left. Awesome.
Good evening.
Kelly, you're an Essence Festival family.
I am, right?
This is what year? Or it's been 6, 7 years?
More, yeah.
But
Altogether, way more, but this is 3 or 4 in a row, I think.
You're a staple at the festival, and do you want to tell people you performed today at one of the super lounges
Yes,
upstairs?
I was in the Walmart Super Lounge tonight.
Shut it down.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Good time. We had a good time. Yes.
What is it? I mean, you being a part of the Essence culture, how do you feel like it's expanded, and what place does it have in your heart? What does it mean to you being here?
In my heart, it's important to be here. I told the audience tonight, for those of you who weren't in there, that there are not as many platforms for artists who are still getting up and singing live music. And I know that different artists do different things. So I'm very, very clear to be certain that I don't slam someone else for what they do or don't do. But in my case, I'm never going to be the girl that you see with Pyro and Gyro. For me, it's always going to be about a microphone and my voice. And this continues to be a place where I can come and do that and be celebrated inside of that. And I'm not pressured to be anything other than who Kelly is, because the audience that comes here for that. And then how I feel about, I just feel like Essence is expanding, because then, once upon a time there wouldn't be a Chance the Rapper on the stage, but he is. But he's relevant to the culture. He's bringing in a new generation people. I love Chance. He's amazing. He has a message, but he's also relevant to the sound of today. And so to include that generation, I love Ro, I love all these guys, Luke James, I think they're doing an amazing job. BJ, the Chicago Kid, when you're thinking about these artists, I love how they found a way to pay homage to soul music and still make it me. I'm 44, I can listen to them and get something out of it, but my 25-year-old can too. And so.
Speaking of Chance and Ro and Luke, all those guys, for you to have such a lengthy career, how do you feel that actually your name is still one that's brought into rap conversations? Everyone from like Travis Scott to Migos have like songs titled after you.
Oh my God. Okay, can I just tell you that that's the craziest thing ever, to have a song named after you. And it's interesting, because when it comes up in conversation, people can have their opinion about what the song is actually talking about, but I'm looking at it from a standpoint that you have these young guys who I'm actually old enough to, my children are their age. So I'm actually old enough to be their mother. Somebody was playing Kelly Price around them, enough to the degree that they decided that they liked it and they wanted to pay homage to it by naming a song. Like whatever is going on in Amigos night, they're gonna make somebody sing like Kelly Price. And so, that it says a lot to me. I respect it a lot, and I appreciate the fact that the new generation can look back and recognize the work that we've put in. For a long time, I actually didn't even recognize didn't really pay a lot of attention to it. But you know, I've been around a long time.
We're going to open up for a few questions. Anyone have questions?